anyone and everyone that had any
busy
feelings
right now. What do you need?
Yeah.
It's about your wife.
Well, that would be maids,
Brenda.
delivery guys, even a spa. I also need a
You know
list
something
of
about
any
Brenda? What do you know?
I made to feel about it. I know it's a lot to ask.
What do you know?
As soon as possible.
It appears you left out some pertinent details about your time with Brenda. She told me she lost the baby with you by her side.
Brenda was devastated.
You told me a different story. That you lost the baby before you even met her.
Well, it's all inconsequential.
Is it?
Theo, I was heartbroken. I knew the baby was Alexander's, and you were devastated over his disappearance. We both knew in our hearts he was dead. I just wanted to save you more grief.
One lie leads to another, and another, like toppling dominoes.
We have both been obsessed with making Brenda pay for what she did to Alexander. And still, we're left without our son.
Our grandson is alive, and you've known it all along.
Michael, do you take Brenda to be your bride? To live together in God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, for better or worse, in sadness and in joy? To cherish and bestow upon her your heart's greatest devotion, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only unto her, as long as you both shall live.
I do.
You're hurting me.
All this time you knew that Brenda gave birth to our
She
grandson.
lost the baby, I told you that.
Tell me where my grandson is.
If you know anything about Brenda, you need to start talking now. You understand me?
Is everything
What?
okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
I'm sorry. I didn't make myself clear. I just wanted to say that I admire Brenda Barrett, and I hope she's okay, and hope you find her real soon.
Wait. Hey!
Sonny?
He's hiding something. I know he's hiding
Sonny, you
something.
can't scare
You didn't.
people that are just trying to be nice.
You didn't notice how nervous he was?
Of course he was. With the way you were acting, you need to take it easy.
I'll take it easy when I find Brenda.
Okay.
Then I'll be fine.
Stop. I get that you're freaking out, but there are tons of people looking, right? There are. You can't chase down everyone who mentions Brenda's name.
There's something about that guy.
Can you tone it down just a little? If you start to lose it, you're going to start making mistakes.
Okay, I'm fine. You're right.
I'm
You're
sure
right.
Olivia's already on the search. Anything she finds, I will send directly to your office, okay?
Are you referring to the list of people who may have encountered Theo at the Metro Court?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Olivia just called me asking for passwords.
Sonny just needs information so he can find Brenda.
Well, the police can have our cooperation. You can't.
Jax.
You need a martini. So do I.
You were with Brenda in Africa when the baby was born.
There is no baby.
You were, even though you told me you were not.
All right. I was in Africa. I am sorry I misled you.
Where is my grandson?
He's gone.
You spirited him away, didn't you, with Brenda's blessing?
We have no grandchild.
I will do whatever is required to ascertain the truth from Brenda or from you. And one of you will cooperate, because you know what happens if you don't.
I need to talk to you.
Okay, I'm gonna do everything in my power to save my wife.
I'm working with the police and Interpol on this.
And you got nothing!
If I release those names to you, you and your thugs will go after every person that's on that list and terrorize them, and I don't want that on my conscience, so I'm gonna let the police handle this.
The police. My way's faster.
And my way's legal.
Okay, do you have any idea that right now Theo Hoffman could have killed Brenda? Do you even care about that at all?
Brenda would be much better off if you stay out of this altogether. Which I know you won't. But you're not gonna get anywhere near those records from the Metro Court, you understand?
I appreciate your help.
Don't even think about trying to sneak those records to Sonny.
Sonny has a point. But I see your side of it, too.
Oh, now that it's too late for us to do anything about it.
You okay leaving, Sam?
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. I could get some work done. She needs to get some rest.
How do you feel? I mean, you almost lost. I mean, just because she looks like Brenda, I mean, what kind of freak is willing to kill an innocent woman just to kidnap another? We got to find this guy.
Okay, so where do we stand right now?
We got nothing, because I got Spinelli hacking into the Metro Court, right? Maybe we can get some information on Theo.
Okay, is Carly...
She's trying to help, but Jack's getting all law and order on me, so, he only wants to cooperate with the cops.
Okay, if anything was ever on the internet, Spinelli's going to find it.
The only lead we really have is that Sean Butler. You talk to him at the hospital?
One of Theo's men passed himself off as an orderly and tried to suffocate Sean. Sean fought him off and slipped away.
Where is he?
Well, I found him at the airport.
Good. Where'd you take him?
Sean's in Manhattan.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
hold on. He kept a record of all his dealings with Theo in a high-security safe deposit box. He's looking through it right now to see if he can find a clue.
You sent somebody with him?
There wasn't enough time, Sonny.
So it's the only lead we got on Brenda, and you let him go?
After all the years together, you're the last person I expected would turn against me.
Now you're being ridiculous.
The only thing we ever fought about was Alexander. You thought I overindulged him.
You did, Theo. You kept him totally dependent upon you so you could lure him into your organization.
You poisoned my son against me.
I just wanted him to have a better life than we have.
But you failed. And so you decided to try and save our grandson. And now you're hiding him from me, but it won't work. I'll find him.
I should have known there'd be denial. It's a terrible loss. But don't torture yourself by searching for a child that doesn't exist.
Hey, what happened?
I failed you.
What are you talking about?
Found myself. I deserve to be nothing more than a servant.
Why, did you talk to Sonny?
Yes, but one of Mr. Big's men saw me and I fled like the coward that I am.
Who cares? He would have protected you.
Oh, it's too late for me. But you must be more careful. I found this outside the door. Can you imagine what Theo would do if he knew that you were trying to escape and that I nearly helped you?
Just listen to me. You need to go back. You need to find Sonny. You need to talk to him.
I hate to interrupt, but do we need to review the consequences should Miss Barrett attempt to escape? Was Miss Barrett asking you to help her escape?
Yes. Of course, I was. And I have over and over and offered him money and protection and anything I could think of, and he refuses me because he's loyal to you.
I expect no less. No matter how tempting Miss Barrett may seem.
Oh, she is a tasty morsel, that one. I can see why Corinthos...
Go.
Right.
Are you ready to tell me the truth about my grandson?
Yes. The truth is that you never would have known about your grandson, even if he would have lived. That's why Dante signed on as his father.
You and Dante killed Alexander. You will be held accountable after you tell me where my grandson is. And you will tell me very soon.
Sean is motivated to help.
Motivated to disappear. That's what he was motivated.
I don't think he will.
You don't think? We're talking about Brenda's life
You know what?
right
There's
now.
another possible lead. Let's just talk about that. Lucky figured out that Theo's married.
Right.
So a wife would be a more logical accomplice if Spinelli can figure out who she is.
That doesn't work for me. You know what I should have done? I should have taken that Sean guy away from Carly's house, done what I had to do to take... How could you just let him go?
Well, I don't think he knows any more than he's saying
Why
right
is
now.
everybody defending this
He
guy?
thinks there's something in that safety deposit box that could lead us to Theo. You got to give it a shot.
He's working you, and you're never going to see him again.
What are you talking about? If he wanted to run, he could have run.
Okay, you know what? I'm glad he did, because I almost killed him in front of my kids. Dante and Michael were one thing, but Morgan, that's not right. How does this stuff turn? You know, a couple of days ago, we're at the wedding, everybody's happy, welcoming, you know, Brenda into the family. I never felt more close to all of them. Now, Michael and Morgan, now I've seen what you've seen. What I don't want anybody to see. And I've alienated Dante when I need him most. There's a wall between Dante and me. We keep tearing it down, something happens, and then we build it back up. Even worse. You know, I told Dante and Lulu to take a vacation. Just take some time off. I knew Dante wouldn't go for it, but I was hoping that I wouldn't have to go against my son to find Brenda.
We don't really have to go against Dante. We can just, kind of work around him.
Jason, it's bad. It's gonna get worse. But I'm telling you, I don't care how many enemies come after me. I'm gonna find Brenda, if that's the last thing I ever do.
Hey, Dante's got one of Theo's guys down at the PCPD. It's the same guy who tried to kill Sean Butler.
All right, I'll see you. Hey, thanks for bringing this.
I had a feeling Mike would go to you.
That feels good?
Look, we don't know yet, okay?
Let him go. Let him go. Just let him go.
Why, so you can beat him until he talks or kill him if he doesn't?
If
No.
he's working for Theo, that means he knows something. We're wasting too much time. So, find a way to let him go.
Sonny, he pulled a gun on Michael. I got him on assault with a deadly weapon. I have to question him.
Do not protect the man who pulled a gun on your brother. Brenda could be out there dead. Stop being the good cop for once and let me do what I do.
You know what? I am a good cop, and I'm not going to apologize for it, and that's not going to change. But maybe there is a way we can help each other. Good news, you're getting out of here.
Yeah, you had nothing from the start.
Well, actually, I had you on assault with a deadly weapon, but someone's paid you bail. You see that guy out there? You know him?
Sonny Corinthos. I've never seen him in person.
Anyway, he's pretty pissed off about you threatening his son. He's also pretty angry that his wife was kidnapped on the wedding day, no less, but he's graciously agreed to secure your release because he's a generous guy that way.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out there. I won't make it past the parking lot.
Well, why not? What's the problem? You said you didn't know anything about Theo Hoffman and you didn't know where Brenda Barrett was, so you have nothing to worry about.
No, I'm refusing bail.
You can take that up with Mr. Corinthos.
You the guy who pulled the gun on my son?
Yeah, he is. Maybe I should leave you two alone.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be great.